Hi, good evening everybody. Welcome to Blue and Gold Talk, the video on the channel if you're new here that just discusses anything random. But today, of course, I'm going to talk about last night. Now, since it's not too late for upstairs, the lady's doing better, so I should be able to do some later videos soon. I'm guessing within a week or two. Guys, I'm going to continue. I'm going to say it again. What the hell was that? Can you please tell me, would the real Sabres please stand up? Because the hell, a 9-goal outburst after we looked dead in the water. And no complaints, guys. It's just a pleasant surprise, but kind of stunned. I didn't like our odds very good, to be honest, going into that game. Chicago's been very good this year. Apparently only Colorado, the only other team in the league that scored 9 goals this year. So I was doing some research for hours tonight. And, some of these sites, you got to pay them. And I got way too much riding on my plate right now financially, guys. And I better remember to mention this. Now, this week, okay, I might be dormant just for this week, okay? I've got my plan kicks out tomorrow, okay? Or I think it's tonight at midnight. It kicks out, and I'm not going to start uploading videos with watermarks on them. I'm just not. But my provider, guys, which is WeVideo, okay? They don't no longer have my plan no more. They've only got the upgrade plan, which they put me on about halfway through the year for free. But now it's coming up that it's due again, okay? And I know for a fact they got a Black Friday sale every year. And Black Friday's on Friday. It'll probably be Wednesday, Thursday. I can get back online. Meanwhile, in the next few days, and no, guys, just bear with me. In the next few days, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be looking at other sites, okay? I'm going to be looking at other options for my uploads, okay? Just so you know. So I most likely will not be here tomorrow, no matter what, unless I give in to these guys, which I hate doing, because I know if I hold out a few days, there'll be like a 40% off sale. And we're talking 240 US bucks a year for this, so think about it. I might save about like $100 if I wait a few days US. So that's quite a bit of money, Now that I've said all that, if you don't see me tomorrow, you know why? It means I'm playing hardball with these guys. And tonight, I'm going to look for another site. I'm going to look for another site. Okay, now let me get to my point here with this. If you would have told me the Sabres are going to do what they did yesterday, I would have said, you're nuts. This is no way. But it goes to show, okay, this team, when they've had enough. And they know they humiliated themselves with Calgary. They know there's no way in the world they would have had a comeback game like that, without realizing they humiliated themselves and they wanted to do something to prove that that's not them, that Calgary game, and they did. But, it's still, to this team gets on a winning streak, guys. And even if we beat Carolina next game, it's still, we need to get a winning streak going this year to really even think about the playoffs, If we keep not being able to win 3, 4, 5 in a row, the season's just going to tick away again, and we all know what that's about. So, there's no point pointing out anybody. I mean, when Bryson scores, you've had a good night, okay? So, geez, it's just one of those things. I was hoping though that Dome would get the hat trick. That I was hoping for. That I thought he was going to. I was hoping. I know Tuck had a bunch of assists, but I'd like to see more of him this year. the kind of year we've had. But I don't want to complain about yesterday. Whatever, 9 goals, guys, 9 goals. Now, if I'm correct, okay, I'd have to, no, I'm going to research it first. Because I research, and you know what? There's only one way to do it, is hard work and hours of making sure before I post up a video. Because I'd like to do a video on our biggest blowouts, 9 goals and up. I know I've done one before. I think it was 10 goals and up. But we had a lot of 9-goal games, you know, and I forgot the recent ones, to be honest. We beat Toronto a few years ago, 9-3. I don't remember this game, guys. I just don't. Isn't that weird? I don't recall this game. I remember the Columbus game where Tage had, what, 5 goals? Man, was I hating on Granato that night. Do you remember, guys? He had 5 goals about halfway through the game. And then in the third period, we played him like 2 minutes. Like, Granato was such an idiot in some ways. What an idiot. You got a chance here to make history. And, oh, we want to make sure he doesn't get hurt. Wuss mentality, that guy. Wuss mentality. Too bad Ray didn't pound him when he first seen him the first time. If you don't know the story, when he was coming to like the Sabres meeting, what was it? The alumni, and walked Granato, and Rob Ray, you know, walked over to him, and he was like the bouncer there. Anyway, that game still bugs me that they took out Tage that night in the third. That was the stupidest thing, you know, but so here we go. I mean, do we win next game? I don't know. I just don't know what to think, guys. And if I'm right, we got Carolina, right? I haven't checked it, but that's what my memory's telling me, so I'm just going with that. And they're not very good against Carolina, so hopefully, you know, they'll win that one and make believers out of us one more time, or one last time, because they'll bring us back to 500, but I don't know. I just don't know what to think. Would I be surprised if they now go and lose 5-1 next game? No. No. Would I be surprised if they win 5-1? Probably, yes. So I don't know which way to go with this team right now. They got me all over the place. They're like a defense attorney. You just don't know what's coming next. And it's just kind of how the Sabres are this year. You know, they're just going to keep us guessing. But one thing for sure, okay, one thing for sure that we all know, 2 losing streaks, 0 winning streaks. I don't count 2 as a winning streak. 3 and more is a winning streak in my mind. And losing streak. If we lose 2 in a row, that's not a losing streak. If you lose 3, it's a losing streak. But the second losing streak's kind of, it looked pretty bad, right? I mean, we've had a few. We had maybe you want to call it 3 losing streaks, but I don't want to count the middle one as a losing streak. So let's just say 2. But the thing that killed our season early, believe it or not, was that stupid 0-3 start. Really, we've been recovering from it since, and a big long winning streak would sure help that, guys. You know, if we could go like 10-2 in 12 games or something, okay, now here we are. Let's see. Let's see what this team's really made of now. Now they have an opportunity in front of them. Until we do that, till we get red hot, and for an extended period of time, I know we've won 3 out of 4 now, I get it. But till we've done that, if we win 6 of the next 7, let's say, yeah, okay, I'm very open to like, okay, what's going on? You know, they just don't show any signs yet that they're really going to wake up for a stretch. Because every time they've done what they've done last night, which I know they haven't done 9, but when they've given us real strong hope, it's been snatched away very quickly right after. So I'm not getting my hopes up next game. If the Sabres lose and they lose convincingly, I'll be like, here we go. You know, like it's just another downer. So, guys, I guess I'll leave it there. I don't want to talk too much longer. I did want to make this video really to confirm this week. If I pull my Houdini act, it's on purpose because I'm trying to not get screwed over by these guys and overpay them. Like it was going to be renewed at midnight, and I caught it. I caught it. I went and checked tonight. I said, I better check, you know, because these guys automatic renew now too. And I looked, no, I canceled it out outright because I'm not going to not get that Black Friday special, you know, that some other guy's going to get 40% off and I'm not. No. 40% off it's a chunk of change. I don't want to just lose because I wasn't aware, you know. But tonight I am going to be looking at some other sites. So we'll see. I might be done with this provider. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so the boys win pretty damn easy, you know, and it's just a win still, though. You know, I hate to put it that way, but it is just a win. And I want to see now, can they put a stretch, a good month of hockey together? That's, I think, all of us what we want to see, right? I mean, we want to see something go down that we believe, okay, the tide has turned here for real. And we haven't seen a good stretch of hockey in Buffalo since the year we almost made the playoffs. And I'm talking a winning stretch. But one thing I'll say, and I did clip it out, in that game when they were up 3-1, the shots, the hits after the first period, I clipped it out. I should have had my thing here though, but the Sabres had 13 hits in the first period, I believe it was. 13 hits to 3. And the shots were about the same, kind of, you know. Not as bad, but you know what I mean. So, and then the next 2 periods, the Sabres eased up physically, but they coasted, so I get it. On a night like that, they were just coasting. There's a lot of talent on this team, guys. There is. The question is, can they bring it all together somehow? I don't know. I still don't know. So we'll see. Guys, hopefully I'll see you soon. If I see you tomorrow, it means I got a new provider. It's as simple as that. I'm going to be all night on the computer looking, searching, trying to find something that makes sense to me and my channel. You know, because I want to have some more. I want some change. I got to keep the channel changing as the years go by. I got it. So, guys, have a good night. See you soon. Have a good one.